Depression can lead to suicide. The deep despair and hopelessness that goes along with depression can make suicide feel like the only way to escape the pain. People with depression need a good friend or someone to offer them support. Today, we would like to share the story of Abby the cat who saved a man from depression. It was the summer of 2016. I had just turned 18 and left high school. I had moved to a small farming town, planning to live with some family. My dreams were idealistic, with hopes to get a GED and move forward to college. The thing was, I was quite inexperienced and a bit of an idiot at the age of 18. Nothing was properly planned out, and I had left California with no cash on hand, expecting the kindness of others to carry me forward. Unfortunately, that did not work out well for me. I soon became homeless, couch surfing and fighting with my employer to keep me on, even though I could not even get it together to arrive at work on time. I only slept about 4 hours at most, and on top of that, my panic disorder led me into a month-long, seemingly never-ending episode. This was hands down the lowest point of my life. I had attempted to take my own life only a month and a half after moving, only to be interrupted by a call from an old life coach, Margie. She had heard what happened to me, she understood me and had witnessed my episodes in the past. She was concerned for my safety and well-being. She said that I could stay with her. In almost an instant, my life completely shifted, and within a day, I had given up my job and moved in with her. Honestly, I would have died if Margie didn't make that call. From a young age, I've always had cats. My mom used to find kittens on the street and take them in, so I always had something to look after. Yet, when I turned 18, all of that changed and I had no pets to care for. However, when I moved in, not only did I gain a sister and a new mom, but there were also 4 dogs and 2 cats. One cat belonged to Margie's daughter Julia. It was a big, fat, old tortoiseshell, and I fell in love with her instantly. Thankfully for me, a week after I moved in, she peed on Julia's bed and would only sleep in my room from then on. After all the years I had spent taking care of cats, saving them from the street and bringing them back to health, this was the first time that the roles were reversed. A cat was taking care of me for a change. Her name is Abigail, or Abby for short. She has a wonderful habit of falling asleep on my chest, all 16 pounds of her. When I cry, she licks my face, which is quite sweet, but maybe she's just thirsty. The most amazing thing about her is that she becomes cautious about leaving me alone when I'm having an epically bad day. I would give my life for this old cat because she did everything in her magical feline power to give me one. Anyone with a pet can tell you that they can change absolutely everything, but for those with depression, it can literally be a lifesaver. Therapists and psychologists aren't aware enough of the importance of cats, especially in the lives of those with mental difficulties. Whether the cat is actually trying to help or not does not minimize their importance. Though I do understand that many people simply aren't cat people, there are also stories about dogs that help their owners out of difficult times. For myself, however, I can only do cats. Dogs are too loud and trigger my panic attacks. Abby's preference of sleeping on my chest was not only cute, but it had stopped me from having night terrors and panic attacks. She also took it upon herself to wake me and get me up and about when all I wanted to do was lie down and die. Without my new foster family, I most certainly would have died, and once I moved away, having her became like having a piece of them. 2 years have passed, and I have moved to a different town with my fiancé, and I had the privilege of bringing Abby along. Unfortunately, she was the only pet at first, and she's quite prone to feelings of loneliness and depression herself, so we decided to get another friend for her. Our new kitten Link is a domestic short hair, and since then we added 2 hamsters and plan to get another kitten if our incomes allows it. My depression has dissipated into a faint afterthought, though it's still there, as well as the panic attacks. I know that the struggles I face now are but a fraction of what I have overcome. I have so many people to thank for this new life, but above all, I will never forget what Abby did for me. If you experience depression, please be aware that if it is left untreated, it can become a serious health condition. Healing takes time, but you can get there by making positive choices for yourself, like reaching out to other people, finding ways to engage with the world. Finding your own best friend like a cat is highly recommendable. So, if you enjoyed the story today, please hit like and share. Thank you for watching our video. Goodbye and see you soon.